How much for a good steak in Waltham? In early 2017, when Ruths Chris Steakhouse opens on Totten Pond Road, there will be a new standard.
There are two that are $75 and $80, and $100 for one.
Big money is coming to Waltham, and the city is still learning how 128 in the downtown can coexist as the affluence gap widens.
To open a restaurant and be successful, I just have to, be talented and work hard. I don't need to also have $200,000.
You said it all, Commissioner. You did a great job.
Last week, the License Commission awarded a nearly unprecedented free liquor license to an out-of-state steakhouse chain instead of a growing Cuban restaurant run by Waltham residents.
It is insane. It is a shame for the city.
That the taxpayers of Waltham deserve whatever they can get for that license because they can't get any money. So we're going to get jobs, 90 jobs. The very minimum they will pay the first year is $275,000 in taxes.
It's absolutely unfair to be given such a wealthy company a free liquor license.
A Cuban couple runs Gustazo, a growing restaurant across from City Hall with excellent food at affordable prices.
That they are good, hard-working people.
And I came to do a master in music with my wife. We didn't have any money, $100 basically.
And, my husband and I rearranged everything and built tables, the decor, the floors.
We owe zero money, no credit cards, nothing.
Gustazo has been desperate for a license since opening in late 2014.
We've had customers who are angry because we don't have a liquor license. Oh, their food was wonderful and their service was great, but they don't have a liquor license. How come they don't have a liquor license? There have been some licenses available since we opened. We bid on a couple of them and we were outbid.
They could have bought a license for $125,000. They didn't want to spend it. As they come up for sale, we made them aware. Too expensive. We don't want it. We're not going to bid on it. We can't afford it.
Neither Gustazo nor another place on Pine Street can afford a license from a closed racket club reportedly on the market for $200,000. But could Ruths Chris?
One, it's not a debatable issue.
Gustazo claims they were shut down when they proposed that Ruths Chris buy that license and leave the free one to a local business.
Tell them to buy the license on the market.
They're building a $4.5 million restaurant, buying a liquor license in the open market. It's absolutely nothing. It's pocket change for them.
This is a problem for some local people. This is a multi-million-dollar corporation. They can afford to pay $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. They sure can, and I know that. But they've assured this commission that on October 1st, they're going to have 90 jobs for our community. 90 jobs.
The steakhouse chain signed a 10-year lease with Boston Properties in January. With their free license, they can now move forward with plans for a large new location at Wolverine Worldwide headquarters.
So it's more than just let's make money, it's also let's put money back into the community.
The developer, Boston Properties, hailed their arrival, but Gustazo alleges that the entire process was rigged.
We thought we were treated unfairly. It's absolutely clear that the license going to Ruths Chris was a done deal.
Gustazo also alleges that the commission concealed the license from local businesses, intent on awarding it to a large chain with costly plans already in motion.
If you were going to give it to them anyway, why do you do an open meeting and encourage other people and pretend that it's going to be available for anyone who's interested?
Recently, the city became aware, scouring the closets.
The free license was left over from a golf course project that never materialized. Brasco denies that the commission earmarked the license for Ruths Chris.
Didn't like the way the hearings were going. Put my name out on social media and the public media, questioning my integrity and my character. I don't mind. I'm not intimidated.
Rewind to 2012 when another big steakhouse chain had plans for the same Totten Pond Road address.
We had an entree from Morton's Steakhouse up on Totten Pond Road. They're going to redo the building, but part of the development process was, would the License Commission have a license available if Morton's would sign a 20 or 30-year lease?
Morton's never came, then Ruths Chris approached the commission in 2015.
A year ago, we received a letter from them. If we're able to make a lease, if we're ever get a license, we're thinking of opening a Waltham.
So I hope I said it right, Waltham.
New Orleans attorney David Halpern has secured licenses for Ruths Chris across the country. He said the company believed that if Morton's could get the license, they could. But he added that there was never a conversation where a commitment was made. Company officials applied for the free license in June and won it. Residents have come out in support of Gustazo.
Which makes Waltham a better community? I posit that it's the independent, locally owned businesses.
But would awarding the license to Gustazo be unfair?
They'd hire 3 employees, bartenders.
Gustazo would earn money for nothing with a free license while paying back comparatively little to the city.
Their revenues would probably go up $100,000 a year, minimum.
Meanwhile, others in a similar position struggle to afford a license. Then there's other places that already paid top dollar. Shouldn't Gustazo have to pay too? The tension reflects a broken system.
That there's just nothing available and everybody's clawing for them.
The city's license commission, which is appointed, connects buyers and sellers of liquor licenses. They can't hold licenses or sell them. As well-heeled chains arrive, closing businesses are charging sky-high prices for their licenses. For years, Wayne Brasco has pressed for more licenses for the city.
You know, if the city finally is able to obtain more licenses, that would be really, really helpful.
But if more free licenses come, will preference be given to chains that employ more and pay more taxes?
Of course, I will never compare to Ruths Chris. Those numbers do not make any sense.
Should there be separate standards for large chains and little guys? Mayor Jeanette McCarthy proposes a balance between 128 and downtown businesses. For now, Wayne Brasco is pushing for more liquor licenses and maintaining his support for small business.
I'd like to give them the license. I'm a small businessman. I live in Waltham all my life. But I can't. That's not my responsibility as a license commissioner, is to place that license where it's going to do the best good for all the citizens.
For Waltham Newswatch, this is Chris Wangler.